Well, hi guys. Just wanted to take a minute and give you an update. It's been a while since I've videoed anything for you, but we're been staying busy, that's for sure. And we're trying our best to get the winter season over with and get on into the planting season. And there's a lot of work to be done, tedious little things that don't make good videos, honestly. But anyway, today was just an update. I just did the April update at the first week of April, which is only 2 weeks ago. But a lot of changes have happened, as you'll see as I go through some of these things on here. Try to give you some updates. The chickens are preoccupied my time here for the last week or two. And yesterday, they were 6 years old, and I finally turned them loose into the coop with the big chickens. So we'll see. That went real well yesterday. I did have to come in last night. I came out to see if they went to back up in the ramp to the chicken house, and they did not. They were chirping every which way, trying to find out what they're supposed to do, where are we supposed to go, it's getting dark, and all that kind of stuff. And for the first time ever, they actually came to me. I guess I'm mama hen, but they actually came to me peacefully, without squawking and without a big fuss, and I picked them up one at a time and put them in the door of the hen coop, and as soon as I did, all the chirping stopped, one by one. It was amazing. But the other two things I've got going on right now is trying to get my tarps put down on this back half of the garden and get that finished, and also trying to get the potatoes to be healed up. I'm getting those done, and turning the compost over a little bit. So all those things are things we've had previous videos on, so I'm not spending a lot of time on it, but I will highlight a couple things in this video for you just to give you an update. And then tomorrow's Easter, and I don't plant until after Easter, so guess what, next week we'll get busy with doing some of that. I've got my tomatoes ready, and wait till after that Monday, if it's not raining, I will be setting out my tomatoes, so I'm hoping to do a video for that as I go along with that and let you see how I do that. So anyway, stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy this video. Put me a comment, like it, whatever, and let me know. And if there's anything you want to see in particular, certainly let me know that too. And kind of like, I'm scrounging around at this thing. I'm new at it, so I'm not sure what to film, what to talk about, and what you want to see me doing. But anyway, give me a yell, and I hope you enjoy this video. Well, if you saw my last video about going through the garden and seeing where we were at for April, updating a few things, here's where we are today. We are going to, I just finished putting up the tomato trellis, got the mulch put down, got the tarp with the holes cut in it for planting on both sides of the garden, the front side and this back side I'm standing on. I'm currently working on putting down the mulch, as well as the compost, as well as putting down the black woven weed fabric with the holes cut in it already. That'll be going on all these beds you see here. So we're coming right along, and gardening season is about to start and get rolling. And so I'm looking forward to it and starting to get excited. So hang in there with me, a lot coming on. One of the things that's keeping me busy are the composting. I've got a whole video on doing composting, but here's the bin. This bin is the one I was putting the leaves in the earlier video, and now they're all being turned over into this middle bin, and you see it's full, but that'll compact down, and I'll continue to move these over. But today and this week and right now, I am taking this bin that was the finished compost, and I'm moving it over to my garden and putting it out on the garden, and also using this to heal up my potatoes with. Now, you think, you wonder, does it really do any good to use leaves and eggshells and all that stuff to make compost? Here's a wheelbarrow full. Take a look at this. That's leaves, maybe a little bit of dirt mixed in here and there. Pretty much that's it. It's just wonderful little stuff. Good to see, good to use, and that's nice and rich. And but that's going out on the garden, and like I said, that's one of the other tasks I've been working on right now as I'm laying down these tarps, putting the compost on each bed. And again, I'm using this as well to heal up my potatoes, and I'll show you more on that later. I've mentioned a couple times about my potato beds, and I showed them on my update, my April update video, and they were just barely getting out of the ground. That's only been 2 weeks. Look at them now, and all 4 boxes are like this for the most part. Now, what do we mean by healing up? If I was in the ground in the garden, I would just take a hoe, go along the side of each plant, and pull the dirt up around the stem of it, and that would help it to protect potatoes that do grow, but it also help it produce more potatoes in the part that's being healed up. Take a look at this box over here, and I've been adding, since this is in a raised bed, I have to just add the dirt to it. But you get the feeling, or you get to understand what to do. Now I'm filling the box on up to the top. Here's the part where the plants are not too big, so I did not put any extra dirt on that. You can see the difference. There's about a good 4 inches. So this box is probably the slowest one of them because it's back here in the shade a little bit. But healing up the potatoes, that's what I'm working on this week as well. So we're getting everything ready to roll. Well, today was a big day. I put the baby chicks in the same area with my adult chickens. I've got 3 out here in the chicken tractor attached to my chicken run area, and the hen house right here, I've got 1 adult in there that's broody, so she's on the nest. But I turned all my girls out, and they came down the ramp that you can't see from here, and they're all been over in the main run area. And the other hens came over into this immediately when I opened that up. They're all having a good time. There's some pecking order being established, but nobody's pulling any feathers and nobody's screaming and yelling, and the little ones are fighting among themselves over there sometimes, trying different things. You can see them running around in the background. But these 3 have gotten used to them. The 2 gold ones are probably more aggressive than the Rhode Island red, because she doesn't seem to pay much attention to them at all. In fact, one of them came over a few minutes ago and came over and started eating out of the same area with her. So there's one approaching the door now. Let's see what happens. So they come face to face, and that one just kind of turned her away, run her back over in the other area. So that's kind of the way it's going. Nobody's killing each other. I think the teenagers are back there wrestling around with each other, but there's no adults with them, so it's just them. But this one here seems to be pretty decent. She's coming over in the area, and then she goes back, and she's kind of doing what she wants to do. And so maybe today is their 6-week-old birthday. And I only moved them out here because they were getting so big for me to try to pick them up and move them every day to go outside. So I got tired of doing that. So anyway, here we are on the latest chicken adventure. We'll see how it goes from here. All right, guys, that was kind of short but sweet. But what we did today is kind of what I've been working on all this month, actually. Did a little bit of composting as I got that put on the garden. Got the tarps finished, getting those put down. Completed it after I turned off the camera. Got the potatoes healed up, so those are good and ready. One other thing, the chickens. Yeah, that's right. Chickens are doing really well. They've adjusted well. And so those are the big items that's hitting me right now. But like I said earlier in the video, next week it's going to be the big start of the planting season. I've got my tomatoes ready to go in the ground. I've got seeds ready to be planted. And so we'll have some videos on that in the next week or two as we get that started and get it going. So in the meantime, I have moved to a different swing now. I'm out on the front porch swing, which I always close my videos with that because I like sitting here. It's a nice peaceful place and it's relaxing. So have a good one. I appreciate you joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.